Also, as I brought up last show, WDA Investments, we're going live. We started last week and it's going pretty good. We're offering loan products. I have the COVID-19 loans going right now, small business loans, factory loans, and split funding loans. So if you are a small business, of course you have certain prerequisites and everything. If you reach out to me, and I have been doing posts and everything with that, I have some videos and stuff coming out also. I know it's posts on the different pages, so you can always join the WDA Facebook page or visit on the web at wda-invest.com. That's my private equity fund, private equity firm that I've had for the past 15 years. But we're also offering those different small business loan products. So if you're in need of a small business loan, just reach out to me, inbox me and everything. All the contact information is on those posting as well. So just reach out with that. Those products are available. Again, changing lives tonight, we're talking about I don't have any money. How to avoid letting family and friends drive you into a hole. This is going to be an interesting show because a lot of us have this problem. Inadvertently we have it because, family and friends see certain things. And a lot of us have this problem because we create some of these damn situations. That's why we're going to have this whole conversation, because a lot of times, people will come up and say that, hey, I'm doing this and my family, like, I'm just, the Messiah and I got to do this and do that. And sometimes we have that winner's remorse. You have sometimes you've been a successful one in your family. Uh-huh. You've been very active with your family and everything. Then all of a sudden you're like, damn, man, look, I got you, but damn, you know what I'm saying? My God, then you just get paid,
Every time you turn around, somebody got their hand out.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's why I want to have tonight's show, like, first to address why they might have their hands out. Then secondly, to give you some tips and strategies on to fix some things if you feel like, okay, look, this is getting overwhelming. We're not, kind of, put a couple of little raps on this and everything. So I was just thinking about, I remember, we had this show before. This is a recap of another show. And I remember we were talking about, everybody seen the ESPN 30 for 30. Mm-hmm. We see a lot of the guys that professional athletes, I think it was football players that had just went, I think it was all athletes, it wasn't just football players, how they had just all went broke trying to help family and friends and everything, keep up certain images and stuff like that. And a lot of it was, probably self-created. Mm-hmm. You see these guys now. It was the one guy, I think, Haskins, the quarterback for the Washington Redskins. He was getting interviewed. Man, I don't know what the hell kind of damn necklace it was, but hell, it was blinding. It was sparkling. Just looking like, what the hell?
Diamond necklace.
Yeah. And and I know this kid ain't no more than 23, 24 years old. Uh-huh. Don't even really realize he ain't even really got to wear all that stuff, to,
right.
They
already know he got it.
Exactly. Right. Hey, how's it going now? Thanks for tuning in. We're streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So if y'all are on it, make sure you hit the like button. You tune in. We got a live feed and everything. So anybody that while you're tuning into the show, I try to make it as interactive as possible. So if you got any questions, anything like that, please submit your questions and everything. And thanks again for tuning in. But just seeing the guys, they were, saying they had all these challenges with family and friends and girlfriends and all these other kind of people just taking their money and stuff. And you sit back and look at it like, okay, what's causing this? Mm-hmm. And you see the guys, now, listen, you work hard, I feel like you should be able to do anything you want. Right. I'm on that Puff Daddy, work hard, play hard. Right. But, again, you got to be realistic about, do you create some of these situations by putting this image of yourself, I got it, don't worry about it, I'm going to buy at the bar, I'm going to buy at the club and everything. Right. And then the next morning, you were like, man, I can't believe what the hell I just did. Right. And a lot of them like that. Me being an accountant, I've had a lot of them in my office crying, straight up. And, just being able to just create a certain perception and maintain it wears a lot of people out and everything. So that's why, I want to have this discussion tonight, because a lot of people go through this and everything. And I just wanted to kind of, chime in and kind of look at what could be causing it. Because all the time, it ain't people just looking at you.
No,
sometimes
it's you.
Absolutely. I think a lot of time it's you
I'm
and everything.
One good example, like that that football player, what's his name, Pac-Man Jones, that came down here visit.
Uh-huh.
That was, I think, it was at Blue Flame, one of them strip clubs. Threw $80,000. Threw $80,000 to the girls. Then the next day he wanted it back. Oh, threw 80. Yeah, he got $80,000. And the next day he decided he needed that back.
He on more. He had Blaze.
Yeah, he had decided he needed that back. He said he was drunk or something. He didn't know he had threw that money. He threw $80,000.
At Blaze. Lord have mercy, boy.
Before we get too deep into this conversation, I'm going to post a question and answer.
Okay.
I've been posting to so many shows today. What do you think about the bank with Killer Mike and Andrew Young?
I think, and we'll do a show about it later, I think it's a great idea in theory. I think the problem's going to always come back to, you know, I love the concept of banking black. The problem's going to be because it's not an original idea. And I know it was pushed a couple months back, you know, even with joining. I know Killer Mike was pushing to join Bank One and, you know, just having a black-owned bank. The issues come out, it's not an issue we need black-owned banks. People need to know how to bank. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, the thing that's getting sold is you got a bank by us, and because we're sensitive and aware of each other's situations and we're black, I'll be able to give you a loan. But at the end of the day, I can't do it. They still got to run your credit.
Right.
They still going to need collateral. They still going to need to see employment. The process is the same. And to be honest with you, they're going to be more strict. Why? Because they don't have the $2 billion in capital that a Bank of America and Chase has. Exactly. So they're going to, what's that?
Well, last night on the award show we was watching, the NBC and somebody else gave him $1 million already.
Well, $1 million still ain't what Chase and
no. It ain't, but I'm just surprised that happened.
Well, you have to do that. They give that not because they care. They give it because it's goodwill and good marketing. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, and they know just like what I'm saying too. I mean, you talk to any financial expert. I mean, it's good in theory, and I think it's great. I just think the problem come up is we need to be pushing people to learn how to bank. The problem come up with people learning how to bank is that it's a slower process. Mm-hmm. I tell you, hey, you do this and get this stuff straightened out, get your capital, get your credit together, and come see me in 6 months. 6 months? Hell, you know. Mm-hmm. So people just don't want to be patient with it.
Right.
That's why the people that actually able to qualify get it, and the ones that ain't, that's what happens. A lot of times people say we have issues getting access to capital. I beg to differ. I think you have the people that have issues to get access to capital is because you don't meet the qualifications. The world flat. Mm-hmm. We got so many, you know, I'm just saying even what we doing in WDA, mm-hmm. I'm dealing in alternative financing. Right. I got access to tons of different products, whereas you come in with different situations, you can do it. Now, again, they still going to have challenges. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of products. If you have under a 700 credit score, you can apply for a small business loan. Mm-hmm. But again, you might have to come to the table with some money. Mm-hmm. You might got to come to the table with industry that doesn't have that much risk. You might got to come to the table with collateral and all this other stuff.
Right.
But people just got to be realistic with what they are and just say, okay, I can't get this business loan. I mean, I turn the table around. If I come to you and I don't know you and you have money in your pocket, right? Mm-hmm. Well, how willing will you be to give me the money if you're not comfortable about the kind of person I am?
Right.
The only thing I got to go on is your credit report. Now you say, okay, I got sick, this, that happened. I get it. Okay, what's your experience level? All that stuff come into play. You got to be realistic with it. You got to be realistic there. I mean, I've secured government loans. That's why I know how I've got the most difficult loans. So I say this to say, you know, you try to just get a regular small business loan. It takes some things to do, but it's not as difficult as you may think. It's just most people get, you know, turned off because they got to wait a while. Mm-hmm. They don't want to get stuff fixed. They want the money when they had the idea. Right. And that's not how things work. Right. That's not how things work.
It's going to be something because it ain't a brick and mortar. It's straight online.
No, I think that that's not original. That's nothing original. You got a lot of the banks that are online. They're thriving, but they still, you know, the same thing. You know, they have high rates. The thing that helps them out, they have looser restrictions. Mm-hmm. You know, because you'll go to Oslo. I'm just thinking some of them banks online. A lot of even Bank of America and Chase, they own other online banks that are not attached to their name, that are more quicker because they can be more flexible because they're online. The problem is the rates are higher because they're more flexible. Right. So again, you got to kind of That's the kind of thing we got to kind of be realistic about. But if you teach people banking, how to bank, you don't have to keep worried about trying to keep black-owned banks. That's, why we're going to be fighting to have a black-owned bank that we're not going to keep because we're not paying,
If you don't pay the loan back,
Exactly.
it's going to go out of business.
Exactly. And I think people are depositing their money on the theory, and Lord knows I wanted to thrive. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, people are doing it because this is a black-owned bank. We want to put our money with a black-owned bank. But that black-owned bank, again, they probably are not going to be able to give you loans, and they're going to give you loans, they're going to give them at a higher rate because they don't have the capital to sustain giving that kind of stuff out.
Right.
So that's what a bank got to do. A bank has to get all these deposits in to start making these loans and lending this capital out. But at the end of the day, again, if they don't have enough capital to do it, it's going to be riskier. And we're talking about billions of dollars. So, again, theoretically it's great. I just think that more of a push needs to be to teach people how to bank. The flip side of that is what? Everybody they ain't got the patience for that.
Right.
That's just being honest. 20 years in the financial service industry. I know us. I know the African American, community. What's going on, Chris? Again, so if you sit there and push so much for having, these black-owned banks, I think it's great. But again, are people going to take care of it, keep it? People think they're going to get a loan because, you was at the thing we had over there on Metropolitan when the brother said that.
Right.
Because he's like, no hell. They still got to go off your credit. They got to go off your capital. They still have to look at all that.
And if you don't have none of it, you probably won't get a loan.
Probably in it.
Right.
Because again, you're dealing with somebody, again, they don't even have the flexibility that those other places have. So again, man, that's, I think it's like this. It's easy to market to people that don't know.
Yeah.
And that's what it is and everything. And they in a bad way. I think them brothers really had the right idea. And I think I think everything's genuine in what they're trying to do. I would go about it another way. But the way I would go about it, people really ain't going to join because people don't want to get their credit straight.
Right.
It's easy for me to say, come on, we're going to do Wakanda. We're going to get our own bank. We're going to have this and that going on. We're going to have vibranium. And we're going to, just be millionaires. And everybody going to jump on it, right?
Right.
But, again, man,
They'd be like, you deposit your money, we'll give you a 2-hour course in banking.
Yeah, because it's not black-owned bank is not an original idea.
Right.
We always talk about the extra spending power that the black community have and everything like that. That's right. That's correct. But again, people just ain't disciplined. People just ain't, doing that. And again, when you offer, them same banks, Chase, Bank of America, they offer all these free community service, all kind of stuff. There's tons of organizations that offer free credit, information, business lending, all that stuff is out there. People don't want to take advantage of it because they're 3-6 year-long courses.
Right.
And everything. It took me a year and a half to secure the SBA loan. I wanted that money.
Right.
And I got it at the lowest rate possible, lower than any bank, and I just had to get, I was not in capacity to get it when I first wanted it.
Right.
But I wanted that money. So people just got to be realistic about certain things. So, that's what I think about the whole concept with the black-owned bank. I think it's a great product they're offering. Now again, I can't see it probably being as advantageous besides it being a black-owned bank. But as far as the products and stuff, I just can't see that and everything. And that's gonna be and it's gonna be unfortunate because you're gonna go in there with expectations of stuff you ain't gonna be able to get.
And they gonna have to tell you, I don't have no money, so don't come run me in the hole. Back to what we were talking about.
Welcome to Change Your Life, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Tonight's show we're talking about I don't have any money, how to avoid letting family and friends run you in the hole. And that was a good question, Rick. I've been thinking about that a lot. I put it out there, actually put that out there, and nobody even answered that question on all my social media platforms. And I think the reason why people didn't answer that question is because people really don't know why. Because Killer Mike said so. Right. And I think that, like I said, I think that brother got a lot.
So that man got on TV and said, if it wasn't for this, I'd been at the Blue Flame smoking weed.
Yeah, everyone
And you
but
done
girl.
said this at the Billboard Awards.
I think the brother got good intentions. I just think that at the end of the day, again, is the sale and the reality gonna be two whole different things.
Reality gonna hit hard.
Yeah, and I just think that what people expect to get, they're not gonna get. And not because they're trying to shiest them. I think it's a legitimate thing It just you still have to go off the credit. You still got to go off the capital.
The concept is gonna be the same.
Exactly. You can't get around that, and everything. But however they gotta get you in the door, that's how they gotta get you in the door.
That's right.
So that's just how that is and everything. And when you start rolling into what Chris said, how much you got, your boy need a loan. Oh, Chris, my BMU brother Chris Allen. I tell you what though, if anybody, if I gotta get a loan for anybody, you be the one, my brother.
Right.
I know Mr. BMU got it. Anybody. But you good for it, brother. Anything I got. But we start looking at, okay, when you gotta tell people, as far as the being that one that people looking at to get money and stuff, borrow or ask or whatever. I think you personally gotta look at, really what are you trying to do? Do you like helping people? You get this little feeling with donating money and Robin Hood and giving out stuff. Do you feel obligated? These folks helped me get here and all that kind of stuff, and I feel like I should be helping them back. I think even sometimes with myself, I was younger, not now. It's that kind of like that winner's remorse. You like, hey man, I did this, and I feel like I should do certain things and stuff like that. For people. Or you can be that person like, man, I don't feel like getting nobody nothing. I don't know why the hell.
Right.
These folks are coming to me and everything. I have no kind of help me sign or,
If I did,
or
and
all that,
They call you the responsible one. That's what my family called me. I'm the responsible.
the responsible one.
Yeah.
I don't get a lot of flake. I ain't really got no flake from my family and everything like that. People ask me stuff when they need it, and I think that's probably because I'm not. I think I probably made myself not approachable over the years when it comes to money. I usually sit down when people having conversations and be like, "Damn, I wish I had some money." No, that's that. Well, damn, before I was about to ask you, but damn, I'm broke.
I was just about to ask you.
Yeah. So, and I think that people need to just kind of figure out, what kind of person they are. Like, first, like, damn, is that something in you to do it? And there's nothing wrong with it either way in regards to, just how, you feel about yourself. Because some people like, don't, you see, what they call the Promise Keepers with Bill Gates, him, what's that group? They done gave 99% of they, that little group and everything.
That's a lie, though. Ain't no way them folks can get 99% of their wealth away. They got children. There's no way.
Well, they can give away 99% of it, but hell, you talking about billionaires? They ain't like they me and you. They still, cause they children, that 1% that they keeping could be, and by the time their kids get grown, hell,
I just think about Bill Gates. That 1% he keeping is like what, $100 million?
That's a lot of money to give away, ain't it? Good God Almighty.
He keeping.
Yeah, but exactly.
Well, he had 100 billion. So 1% of 100 billion is that's the 100 million, right?
Yeah, but by the time the kids get mature, my God, it'd be not too far from where he at now. Now I'm thinking and stuff. I don't know if he got older kids or grown or young or not.
He has I think his kids are like early teens.
Early teens.
Yeah.
And so those kind of people, they those philanthropists and everything. And I mean, what was that thing I went to back in February? That event.
Mm-hmm.
$200. I got invited. $200 a plate.
Yeah.
Man, they auctioned off in 30 minutes over $200,000.
Wow.
Man, I'm talking about, they were selling some stuff. You be like, huh? $10,000, $15,000. I'm sitting there like, what the hell? PJ looking at me like, well, don't raise your, don't make any kind of odd body movements that they may think, hey, 35, 45. No, PJ, stay your ass still. So they don't think we trying to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because, man, I'm talking about, they was in there just getting to it. But those people had something internally. They just want to give out money and everything like that. It was crazy, man. Crazy.
I've been to auction before. That
Yeah.
I went to one just to see. It was an auction of paintings or something. I think, I forget where it was. It was here, though. And, man, them folks, and we weren't talking about no $10,000. We talking about 100, 110, 115, $270,000 for a paint, and they just raised their hand to it. I went with a friend, a guy who I was helping work on the weekends. He went, and they would just raise. He raised his hand at one. I think it was like $270,000, but They were just
Yeah.
buying them up.
But see, the flip side, like I said, they weren't even just auctioning. They were just giving out, and they were just crazy.
No.
But, like I say, just looking at people that had this something in them that they really, really wanted to give and help people. And that's the kind of thing, like I say, you have some guys, you hear the athletes and whatever, the rappers, I hear them sometimes, just even people that have accomplished something. Well, I got to bring my own team in. I got to do this and I got to do that. You ain't got to do nothing.
Right.
You say, thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of times, you just being you is good enough and everything like that, but some people just feel that way. They feel that obligation to do it. And then some folks just like, I ain't got no interest whatsoever, but don't stop nobody from asking and everything.
Right.
Just really assessing the kind of person that you are. And then, next is, which is the thing about it, and I think it's probably most important, how do people perceive you?
Right.
When people see you, what do they see? Do they see you being poor, stable, rich? And a lot of times, I don't think people really understand that sometimes you get mixed signals out, and everything, because people may not necessarily know or whatever, assume like, hey, man, well, you got this and that, and because you ain't posting on social media, pray for me.
Go fund me.
Yeah. Shit, you ain't want to go fund me, man. Just saying some sad shit all the time. Like, damn, man, this motherfucker here, man. Man, we gonna help your boy out, man. Your boy goddamn really was, he just really was just, we need to go help them out. And because you may not necessarily be doing that, people will just sit there and say, like, feel some kind of remorse for you and everything.
Right.
Or sometimes you might seem too damn happy. He good or whatever. And I think that's the kind of thing, we get kind of think about it. And again, I'm not ever going to tell anybody how to move or anything like that. But I think that you got to figure out in regards to how people perceive you and how you want to be perceived.
Okay.
And sometimes people can look at you and feel like, they okay, or, you just regular, and you can be filthy rich. And you have sometimes people looking at you like, wow, man, you see it, man. I see some people like, wow, man. And, me personally, I'm probably numb. I'm probably a little different because me being an accountant, I've seen it all.
Right.
I've seen it when I mean by I've seen it all in regards to how a person can be perceived. I have folks come off looking like they're homeless, got millions of dollars. I mean, millions on top of millions, and don't know what to do with millions.
Right.
And I've had folks coming there like, wow, they just come from the Grammys. And I'm talking car cutting off out there in my damn parking lot.
Car cutting in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Need a jump.
Shit. That folk got Triple H. I'm not Triple A. Got Triple A. Man, I'm talking about Kenny came in my office talking a good game.
Right.
Good game. Shit. Hang. Who caught it here? Hang. Can't even get out of the damn parking lot, man. You trying to do what?
Right.
Start a what? Maybe start that damn car.
Starter.
Shit. But that's, hey, welcome to Atlanta.
I know people know I got it when I pull up in that Versa. They like, he got it. He gotta have it. He driving the Versa.
Man, sure. I had a client before, man, pull up in Suzuki Sidekick. I know he had $20 million. He ready to sit there and spend.
Right.
Hop right on out and everything. hey, he ready to spend money. But, just that goes back to those perceptions.
Right.
And, again, I wanted to get at that whole prerequisite. It doesn't really matter. It's not a right or wrong, if you trying to, what you feel is right. But you just got to be conscious of that. Do you create these situations where people, assume you got or whatever? Because you can be situations, let's just say everything's totally innocent. You showing your house, you showing your car, things look good. Y'all work hard for it and everything.
Right.
Tragedy happen. You get sick, spouse gets sick, lose your job. Next thing you know, you say, hey, anybody help me? Well, look here, MF, you just doing this, that, and that. You really weren't even flexing.
Right.
You really weren't flexing, but you just really enjoying life and just kind of maybe sharing life with people. And the life that you shared with people look, pretty comfortable.
Right.
They look like they doing good.
You just showing your car last week.
Yeah.
Your big old house that you little, what they being salty. They say, you showing your little house last week.
Yeah. And when people see that, you just don't know. Now you could be really just showing, the kind of show. Look, this is how I'm living.
Right.
They showing what they got the money to the ear and everything.
right.
It's crazy. I guess I was raised by an old man. He was always, man, don't let no woman know what the hell you got. And I'm raised from that school. I thought this whole I got this and I got that. I got the bands. I got the bag. I just remember, them old men and my granddad, they era like, man, don't tell her, man, don't let her know this. You just give her enough to pay the bills. I guess I was raised by a man from that era. Take care of this, take care of that. But hell, you don't sit here and tell nobody what the hell you got. And to see this right here with the money on your ear and all that bag stuff, that's a whole different dynamic for me. But again, you do what you do. But to that point, when people have certain challenges, certain things pop up, they gotta be realistic about it and everything. So people like, why do you need that? Why you need a help? And everything. Exactly. And we have to be very, very conscious of the actual situation that we create. I could just say with myself, that ain't never been my thing to sit here and do stuff. Not necessarily that I try to hide stuff or I even look to other people. I guess my biggest thing here, out of common sense, I've been robbed so much growing up. I always be thinking about duct tape folks coming to my house and, honestly, like that always just been in my mind.
Right.
And I kind of think I pushed that in my children. Like, man, don't tell nobody what we do.
Right.
And everything. I've been very, very cautious with, by the time, I would go speak to kids in elementary, but I hardly ever spoke at high school.
At high school.
Yeah, talk about what I do or what I have.
Right.
Definitely not in my kids. I've had a couple, times spoken and everything like that. Coach called me. I come in and speak to the football players and stuff. But just really go out there doing it? Nah, I ain't no. Nope.
Nope.
No, cause I know how people think.
Right.
I know how people think. Now, does everybody think like that? Absolutely not. But that's probably my thing and everything. And you hear it all the time on the news. People have done these certain things and, put out there and they showing this, showing that. Next thing you know, live at Fox 5, rapper gunned down, athlete was robbed here, there, and there because you probably showed too much.
Right.
And again, I'm not trying to legislate what people to show or what people do, but you just have to be kind of cognizant of the images that you lay out to people, and everything, good or bad. It's America. You work hard. You want to, be proud and be happy for what you've done. Great. But you still have to be aware that everybody's not nice. Everybody ain't for you. You got some snakes out here. And I just think a lot of times people aren't really aware. They aware. They just don't think it. It's like everything. Don't think it's going to happen to me. Exactly what it is. So I just kind of alert people to be very kind of cognizant of the images you put out there and everything like that. Getting to Change Your Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, Change Your Lives, where we talk about motivation, personal development, and professional development. You can check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram under Deonte_77. The channel's been growing like crazy. I want to tell you guys I appreciate all the support. So make sure you try to hit us on all the platforms we have possible, the YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. As always, you're looking in the videos. Make sure you interact with us. Also, make sure you leave your comments. Make sure you like all the videos that we in. That helps with the algorithm. So we get more and more people looking at the show, so we can grow the show more and more and more. And you help your boy, put a little change here and there in my pocket.
Right.
So I can run away from them hoes. I don't want to get fall in that pitfall or anything like that, So I don't do my GoFundMe.
Right.
I'm an actor. I have me an old pitiful one too. I tried that one time with my kids. It was years ago when I tried to get a GoFundMe for my kids' track and everything. Man, I ain't getting that. I ain't getting nothing. Nothing. I ain't getting nothing. Yeah, for my kids. My kids going to the Junior Olympics. I think it was PJ and Chris. It had to be maybe I don't even know, 10 years ago. I ain't getting nothing. And I already knew what it was. What the hell Poochie asked for money for?
Right.
Y'all must have seen my kids eat. Shit. Man, give me $1. But that's never been successful for me. So that was my one time trying to use GoFundMe. Never tried it. Never had an attempt to use it since then. But again, we're talking about, how having the money, how to avoid family and friends running you into a hole. And I want to tell everybody, go to Changing Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden on YouTube. I did a video about laying out what you can afford to lose. Again, laying out what you can afford to lose. That was a great video in regards to how to assess, approach, and handle situations when you're dealing with people, especially folks that are close to you, so you don't lose or damage relationships because you gave something out to somebody that you knew
They weren't gonna get back.
wasn't gonna or couldn't, and how to not, lose relationships and friendships behind that, because you ever been in a situation where I'm trying to just check in with people in the show.
To say, lend me instead of can I have always sounds better.
It sounds better, but I mean, how many of us done lend out money to somebody you know their ass can't pay you back?
Right.
I mean,
I know they can pay me back. They just ain't paid me.
they just ain't paid you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's a little different. That's different.
Hey, but I'm gonna cut your pocketbook. Why you get in the doctor?
Man,
You couldn't give me me.
I had a client hit me up yesterday. He said, "Hey, D, because today is the actual tax deadline, and I've been a client hell damn near 10 years, but they always pay me late.
Mm-hmm.
Always. And say, D, we got the email for you because I'm always sending. They already were late. I just never sent the return off.
Right.
Hey, D, we got an email that you weren't going to send our return off because we ain't paid you. You usually send it off and everything. Like, look, man, typically the return due April 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Then they moved to July 15th with the extension is October 15th.
Mm-hmm.
I did your taxes in February.
Right. How long it gonna take?
Now keep in mind, this ain't no $300 or $400. We talking about a couple grand now. This ain't this one no small job now. This was and again, because of the relationship there, you're doing it, but you be like, am I comfortable? Do you think I am?
Right.
To push that over that way and everything. And I care about y'all. I want y'all business to thrive, but they gotta eat too.
I had a business.
Exactly. And I don't think I've put out no image whatsoever that I got it like that.
Right.
And everything like that. And I don't think I put it out that you need to be comfortable with taking your time to pay me. But again,
no, you never said that. I don't get that. I don't get that vibe at all.
But the thing of it is just that sometimes people just I do it knowing, okay, I'm I got to work with them.
Right.
Now anybody
do you think they take advantage of you? Do you think it's a question?
I don't think I know.
You're always gonna do it.
I don't think I
do it anyway. We pay when we get ready.
Well, they always pay me back.
Mm-hmm.
The issue I always bring up to them, I think I deserve a tip.
Oh, okay.
But seriously, now they always pay me back and everything. And I will say this too, they always bring other people and everything like that and stuff like that. So people have challenges. I always say too, if you know you're gonna have challenges, things like that, be straight up with folks and let them know and everything. But I don't think it's nothing ill. Do I think it's taking advantage of? I think anytime you don't address it to say, hey man, I'm a little short, got something going on, you taking advantage of it. But I don't think it's that malicious, and everything like that and stuff like that. But again, you still comfortable because because I don't have the effect on you Georgia Power does.
Right.
I ain't got the effect on you. Atlanta Gas Light, your landlord and all them kind of stuff, because again, you have that and everything. Now, what I do have, you forget, is your social.
Right.
It's your address and bank information.
And a thing called a lien.
Yeah, but we don't, that's playing double Z.
Right.
To go there and everything. But again, people do that. And again, we all been in those situations where like, man, I know they hurting and everything. You just want to see the good in them.
Right.
And feel like they're going to be able to pay you back. But
No better.
That person's not going to be able to pay you back. And unfortunately, like I said, I think it's that kind of winner's remorse. The ones of us that are doing okay, we want our family and friends, if we feel like we winning, we want them to be winning too because we care about them.
Right.
Especially, like they've been genuinely happy for you. But again, it just be like, damn, man, how you can't get straight?
Right.
You ain't saying make $1 million.
Right.
But how the hell you still effed up? Because it seems like once they get on top, boom,
Right.
they don't deal because you don't, you be responsible. You take care of your bills, take care of your necessities, make sure you're okay. Look, I can't go out this weekend because I got to take care of this bill. You think like that. But no, you see them, they party like a rock star.
Right.
It don't, never.
Well, they owe you $100.
One want getting to that. Right. Getting to that. But you just see that again, like you said, people are on you. They living their best life. They have stuff that that urgent to them. They ain't took care of their rent, took care of their car notes, and you see them acting like ain't no big deal.
Right.
And then come to you and stuff like, hey man, and because a lot of times people aren't in situations because they're doing so well. They're just doing okay because they're disciplined and they take care of business and stuff. And because a lot of times people, I understand challenges, the layoffs, getting sick, all that kind of stuff. I get it. But a lot of times just come down to just discipline. I mean, take the pandemic out of the way. Hey, unemployment was what 6%? Your boy Trump was raising. I mean, it's much higher now. What is it now? Like 10 or 12%?
Well, last time I listened to it was at 13, but I think it's gone down.
That Georgia or the nation? The nation.
Nation. I think it's down to 10. Now.
Okay, just say 10%. So that's extremely high number. We talk about 10%, but then you start looking at like, okay, that post-pandemic or during pandemic, normal time, we just said past a couple years, 3 to 5%, somewhere in that range. So we know everybody working. You not necessarily be making the money you want to be making.
Right.
But you got some kind of funds coming in, and it's just, like I said, it just all come down to decision making. And you got to sit there and look at it like, man, what's going on? Hey, man, I want to help you and everything, but I really encourage people to check out that one video, lend out what you can afford to lose, because I always give out money with expectations to get it back, but I never give out money that I know that, hey, look, gonna put me in a hole. Right. You ain't finna get my mortgage. Right. You ain't finna get my car note.
Right.
No, hell no.
Not at all.
We ain't gonna do that.
Right.
We ain't gonna do that because again, I can't lose mine trying to protect yours.
Right.
Because once you done took care of yours, if you can't pay me back, and a lot of times people understand, like, I lend a guy some money. Well, look, man, my wife had something come up. Well, the priority to pay me back, not your wife. Everybody don't think like that.
Right. And
you got to just be realistic about what's going on. Now, I always have that look. I do the one strike rule. Give it to me, this, that, and that. That's how it is. Right. I've had a lot of people that really, have taken advantage of. Hey man, every week, look at man, I gave you some money. Now look, man,
right?
We're not gonna make this no damn habit.
Right.
And the only way I'm gonna make it a habit, you give me a little bit on top.
Right. That's it.
And again, I don't try to get everybody to think like me, but just as a hint, if you do borrow money from me, and you want to come back again, give me a little bit on top.
A little bit on top.
Don't borrow 25, give me 25 back.
Right.
No, you better give it 30.
Give it 30.
Borrow my car. I told my son that, man, look, borrow somebody's car, get it back on a full tank with a watch.
Right.
I mean, just, and if you got to go to the store, that's different. But if you know you got to keep it or do something with somebody's car, wash the car, fill the tank up, get it back better than what you got it.
Right.
Just because you may have to do it again and everything.
That's me. Well, I know Poochie going to come get my car this weekend. I'm going to go and leave it empty and let it be dirty. Damn, who taking advantage of it?
Hey, no, you taking advantage because you ain't got to give me your car. You ain't got to give me your car.
All right.
You ain't got to give me your car.
Right.
And everything. So now, I mean, beggars can't be choosers, and I appreciate it, just doing it. But everybody don't think like me either. So,
right.
I get that and everything, but that's why a lot of times people don't have opportunities I have either. That's why, I ain't got no bridges burned.
Right.
If a bridge burned with me and you, it's just something, it's something I always say back to you. I don't think I ain't got too many people saying complain about some stuff I done did and everything. I might be wrong, but I think I got, I leave a lot of stuff. I got a lot of things I can go back to.
They mad at you about the things you ain't did. They ask you for $20 and you ain't get it till they know you had. You was like, no.
Got no problem saying no.
Right, exactly.
Got no problem saying.
That's the thing. A lot of people have a problem with saying no.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're afraid to hurt other folks' feelings by saying, no, I can't do that.
Absolutely. And that's going to go to the next phase. We're going to talk about just some solutions on how to handle, with being able to tell folks, look, really, I ain't got no money, how to handle it. You know, when you ain't feeling as bad, you ain't feeling as obligated, you don't feel like it's something you got to do. Again, this is Change the Life, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Tonight's show, we're talking about I don't have any money. You know, how to avoid family and friends running into a hole. So now we done kind of addressed all the possible reason why people may feel or see or think that you have money, you got it, you're comfortable and everything like that. Now we're going to go into solutions in regards to how to fix it. Okay? And I think the first thing you got to kind of look at is, number one, knowing your responsibilities. Number one is it is something that you're really obligated to doing. That's your cousin. He kept you from getting beat up in elementary and all that kind of stuff like that. Cool. You feel like I owe him and everything. You know, I ain't finna just, I about to say you took the charge, but you took the charge, you got to still pay him. But,
So he took a charge.
yeah, you know, but I'm just saying, like, okay. He might, when y'all went to double date, he might have always had the ugly one.
Okay.
You know, okay.
He took one for the team.
He always took one for the team. Shout out to them guys. I've been there before.
Right.
I'll tell you like, man, no, man. hey, like this.
Say, no.
Said she was cute. You know, man. God. Dog it. No. Yeah, you, man.
No,
Hey,
man,
got your boy looking in the review, laughing at you. Got you in the back with that booger bell. Hey,
Booger
hey,
Bell, right?
hey, turn out the booger bell wasn't all that bad. Hey, he get back. Yeah. Hey, booger bell was all right, man. Yeah, booger bell was right. Been there, done that, boy. What a life. Yeah, you messed up. You got the wrong one, man. Yeah. Whoa, man. Booger Bell taught me something, boy. Boy. Matter of fact, yeah, exactly. Boy, we eating that, boy. I tell you, boy. Hey, but you gotta know those responsibilities. Know what you're obligated for. It's something, you know, basically we look at, is it a need or is it a want? Like, look, man, you know, that's what we got. Brother, do you really need this stuff? This something you want. This something you know, because at the end of the day, you know, you got to know your priorities. You hope another person does, but you can't bank on they're gonna know their priorities. They're gonna know what's important to them, and you got to make sure that, you know, you ain't gonna put yourself in a bad situation because somebody else didn't necessarily do what they're supposed to do, or even if they do what they're supposed to do, you still got to take care of yourself. Bro, I got to pay my mortgage. I got to take care of my kids' tuition. This car note got to get taken care of, and I can't chance that, you know, because I understand you might lose what you got to lose, but I definitely can't potentially lose what I got to lose, trying to help you keep what you got. And so that's the kind of thing we got to kind of think of. Just number one, knowing your responsibilities. The second thing is you got to be realistic about what you can and can't do. You know, is it feasible? You know, what I say again, you got to be able to make sure that whatever you're doing to help somebody is not going to hinder you from meeting your obligations. You know, those kind of things, people will sit there and guarantee somebody something, and if it doesn't work out, now they're affecting their household. And we never want to have that happen. Because even the friend that you're helping, everything's genuine. They ain't trying to get over on you, do anything like that. But, you know, if you get messed up and they got to go back to your husband or your old lady and say, look, I had to help Poochie with it. Help Poochie?
Right.
You know? Your girl come to you and say, well, look, my sister needs some help with this and that. What you mean? What they got to do with us?
Right.
And you don't want to put yourself in a situation. Now, you done brought stress to your household that wasn't created by anything but you trying to be, you know, Robin Hood. And you got to sit there and be realistic, like, hey, man, we can't do that.
Right.
We can't do it and everything. And I think that's where a lot of people, they don't want to address that thought. Look, man, you just can't do it.
Right.
You can't do it. It's not feasible for you to try to do that and everything. This is one of the things you addressed earlier and stuff like that. You can't be afraid to let people down. You can't be afraid to, you know, have people feeling whatever. You know, you're probably in a situation because you worry too much about it. You get too much thought to it and everything that, man, I can't let this joker down and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, that happen a lot, especially with family and most importantly, our children. worrying about, hey man, are they gonna be able to survive? Are they gonna be able to do that? And as a father of 4 boys, man, like, I worry about them all the time. But hey, bro, shit, gotta figure it out.
Right.
Gotta
What you
figure.
had to do.
Hey, gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I love my kids, but look here, I am not playing B, C, or D.
Right.
I ain't Z. But we gotta go in the alphabet a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just don't. I don't want you being homeless, but definitely don't make me the first damn option.
I think that's the hardest thing to do, though. You can let just about everybody, your mama down, your dad down, your auntie and uncle, grandma down, but the children of yours is hard to do, especially if you came up in a hard life where things for you are difficult just because. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to let your children struggle with that stuff. So it's kind of hard to let them down.
Well,
That's
you know
the
what?
hardest one to let down.
I'm gonna tell you, I ain't really had a problem with it because I feel them damn rich kids of mine. Shit. No, lab, I ain't had that problem.
Look, they ain't
No.
never said this toilet paper needs to be
No. Mine already know, man.
They
No.
good.
Hey, well, no. I mean, just saying, you got to figure it out.
Right.
You got to figure it out. Daddy will help you. I do not want you homeless.
Right.
But shit, if you got to eat some Vienna and some Spam, shit, you got to
It's
do what
good
you
on
got.
crackers,
Got to do what you got to
right?
do. Now, again, if I don't have grandchildren, and that might change, and I don't have a daughter,
Right.
so my perception may be a little different. I can be honest with you about that because I wouldn't want my daughter doing that. But so I can be a little bit more rougher with boys. So I don't want nobody to think I'm just.
Grandchildren a little different too. You be like, hey.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to seem like I'm talking outside of my head because I don't have a daughter and I don't have grandchildren. So how I handle my boys may be a little different. So I'm honest about that. But I will say this too, man. I ain't finna sit here in front to you like my boys know. Hey, bro, figure it out. Figure it out. And like I say again, I ain't finna have you out here. Well, I ain't got you hurting. Your ass got yourself hurting. But I'm not gonna have you homeless. But I'm not playing B, C,
Right.
D. I always say go through the alphabet. Go through the alphabet a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. And you know what? I never really had to save them. I never had to save them and everything, And I think that's probably been brought to them a lot of time. Man, call your daddy. Be like, shit, no. No, hell no. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? And again, I understand the whole people make mistakes, got to go through stuff and everything, like God knows, because I've had a lot of people over the years help me. I wouldn't be in the situation I am right now if people didn't help me.
Right.
But people help me because why? I was always helping myself.
Right.
That's the thing about it. And I know just being as a young man, even as a young father, young husband, a lot of times I just did without. Not to the point. Now, I ain't finna sit here and say that I had so much pride that, okay, the wife and the kids finna suffer. I would have asked. But shit, hey man, look, we just can't go there. We just can't get there right now. I'm just being all right, and everything. But my kids just can't go to see the movies or something like that. Now I got to go ask. Like, hell no. The hell you mean? We can't get Jordans for Christmas. Like, I'm just saying, like, okay, cool. If you got one toy or 20 toys, I always remember, and it's amazing I didn't really kind of get enlightened to this till I became an adult. I was working at Norfolk at the railroad. It's one white kid, again, I was working there, and he was just like, Christmas, like, man, I got to get this stuff for my kids or whatever and everything. And I don't even think, I think he had one. PJ may have been a baby. And I think I had two then. And I was like, man, I got to get a couple things. And, and my kids never really, especially the two oldest ones, they never really were big. Still aren't that big in Christmas. But I was like, man, I got to get a couple things. He's like, yeah, man, Christmas is next week. I'll probably just get up and watch my mom and dad car or something like that for Christmas. I'm like, cool. And he was just, whatever. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, a lot of times we can sit here and make these ideas about we should get this and that. And you see the people be on Frank's Skier or Ariel. We just want to get this and get all this stuff for Christmas and thanking Jesus. Like, damn, man, look. If you ain't got no damn money, I be wanting a job for Christmas, more or less some damn toys and Jordans and all that kind of stuff. Like, I think folks' priorities screwed up. And it doesn't make them bad people. But, again, like, Christmas is going to come and go. But your purse still going to be the same. And you still going to have to deal with that. And I think a lot of times people just want to We had this. We had the kids had a good Christmas. I ain't never. Again, I think my kids they'll be the first to tell you like we ain't never been. I always say give me 3 things you want for Christmas,
Right.
and I get the list every year.
Right.
And William probably 'cause he's the baby, a little more spoiled. He expects a little bit more.
Oh, right.
But I'll be honest, them other 3 they already know, man. Everybody cheap poochie. Don't be asking that crazy shit. Don't ask for shit crazy. I ain't never bought $100 shoes. I ain't never bought, and I'm not knocking that, but my kids, they know, like, man, look,
Come to Christmas over retail.
Right.
oh yeah, hey man, shit. And I might get you some stuff on eBay that might have been used before. What? It works.
It works.
It works.
Hey,
It's called.
William get you
It's, no. I'm just saying, like, it's called packaging, and everything. But again, look, it's on sale for a reason.
I spend $200 when I can spend $25 and shipping.
Well, again, I'm not gonna give him that as broke.
It'll be amazing, but that's because I give amazing.
But hold on. Them motherfucker right here, excuse my French people, but her, she gives great gifts. Don't get me wrong, but she
Okay.
used to get great gifts for everybody.
Everybody, the real Saint Nick.
Real Saint Nick.
Uh-huh.
Coming down the chimney in there, like, I was like, who you buying that for? She's like, oh, my friend's daughter, sister's cousin. I'm like, what?
Would never get me and Rick confused with each other. Oh no.
I was like, all right.
I will have you being able to afford stuff you never thought.
I was like, that ain't on my list.
You know what? Ain't about to afford. I ain't even interested in getting that. Like, hey man, hell no.
Right.
I've had time. I can talk about it now. And bought gifts for people, and they be like, well, we already had one of those before. Okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, that was your one moment in time. It never got a gift again.
That sound like my friend Mimi.
I had to talk to her. I would let her do her thing. I had to talk to her that one time. Some people in her family told her, "Oh, we want some Gucci something and something from Nordstrom. Just give us a gift card from Gucci and True Religion jeans."
Wow. Okay.
I said, "That ain't even your child. They're like, that ain't even your first cousin. That's like your second cousin on your sister's side, third removed. Like."
It's nothing wrong with if a person feel that comfortable and you've created that situation. Nothing wrong with that. But I just think sometimes we get, I'm just speaking in terms of just if it is a problem for you, that we're looking at number 3. Folks just don't want to let folks down. You just like, okay, their expectations and they, this might be, you might feel good because you made them feel good, and because you can make that impact on them, that's why you want to do it. And I get it. It just won't happen with Poochie and everything. And it's not like I say, it's not a right or wrong. There's some of the stuff that I feel like, okay, if I can help you, I can school you, I can give you some game. That's more important to me. And we're doing it. I got a talk show, come out twice. Every week. You got that for free in videos. Get that to you. But I think that's different when you're doing it willingly to give it to them, or as opposed to it's being pushing you, and it's hard for you to keep up with doing it, and everything. And that's why I'm talking about. People just have a hard time telling folks no, we're doing it and everything, because the things, Christmas may not be a big thing for me, but my kids know, man, I go above and beyond for my boys. We all over the country. Like, what they didn't get for Christmas, believe you me, my kids have no shortage of life experiences. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? All over the bubble. We're doing this and doing that and stuff that a lot of kids don't get experience. So, that's just, with me. Now, do that more important to them? I ain't finna sit here and say that. You know what I'm saying? But it's not I try to hide back from them. But if another person don't think that way, that's just how they thinking. I don't ever try to, make it like, hey, you need to be this way with your kids or not. But like I said, a lot of times people just afraid to just tell folks no. But you go to the last point, the fourth one was, learn to just say no sometimes to people. Learning to say no is very difficult. It's very frightening. It's whatever, and everything, just to say no to somebody, because when you say no, What you don't know is what the reaction gonna be. If they're gonna just be like, because sometimes you tell somebody no, they just stop speaking to you, start dealing with you, because you might have seen somebody else tell them no before, and they just like, damn man, he just told you couldn't do it. I know that man, I ain't asking for no more, I ain't speaking to him or this, that, and that, and you don't want to kind of, because in your mind you don't want to damage your relationship, you care about that person, but so you don't want to do it, but you really, yeah, you're like, damn, I wish I told their ass no. They can stop asking me questions and everything. Hey, Pastor. But when you say no, man, it's very liberating. It's very like, you know, I know I ain't got to deal with that no more and everything.
That stress at
Yeah,
all.
exactly. And just to encounter that weight off your shoulders, it means a lot of times just to say that and everything. I just think the fear of knowing what's on the other side of that door, a lot of times people want to do it. But again, I will tell you, once you get where you can just say no to somebody, it changes a lot of stuff. It changes a lot of stuff because people then start thinking about before they ask you. And again, I don't think all the time people want to take advantage of you. It's just that they get so accustomed to you always being there.
Right.
And everything. And I can say they don't be appreciative. Everybody just handle stuff differently. You know, you say thank you and everything. You're like, damn, I always do stuff for them down there. You know, they say thank you. And they think it might be enough. You might be like, man, look, man, I'm doing all this. I feel like you should be. But they may not think of it like that way. And you gotta be cool with that.
Okay.
You know, you gotta be cool with it. And Pooch is not necessarily cool with it. That's why Pooch don't lend out money to everybody.
Right.
You know,
Simple.
I don't think you need to give me back extra if I let you borrow money. I do think you should want to give me back extra if I'm consistently letting you borrow money.
Right.
I do think that way.
Okay.
And I do let you know that.
Right.
Now, if you can't do it, you can't do it. I ain't tripping. You need it, but I know you'll pay me back. 'Cause I got folks that's solid. You know, give it to them, pay me back, give it to me, pay me back, whatever. And I've had folks, they fail the test. Hey, man, my money, you know, and everything and stuff like that. You know, after a while, sometimes you just let it go. But you can't come back.
Right.
And next time somebody asks me, hey, man, so they say, but man, I ain't going to pay you back. You really, I'm going to be honest. I ain't going to hate on you. I'm going to be honest about you. Like I said, it's just sometimes it's being able to say no to people. And I think that's one of, it's very tough. And again, we're talking tonight about I don't have any money or how to avoid letting family and friends drive you in the hole. You got to be able to know those 4 things. And I think to kind of give yourself some kind of empowerment or control in regards to dealing with family and friends when it comes to, them asking and, borrowing money for stuff. Number one, knowing your responsibilities, knowing what you can and can't do. Don't be afraid to let people down. And most importantly, just being able to say no. In the night show, we talked about again, I don't have any money and how to avoid those people, family, friends, driving the hole. I hope we gave you guys some good information in regard to, we had a real live discussion. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, I want to reiterate, everybody, make sure you go to the YouTube channel, Change the Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Subscribe to the YouTube channel under the same name. Subscribe to the Facebook page. Follow me at Deonte_77. And also, you can check me out, Change the Lives, hosted by Deonte Burden, on TikTok as well. You got all kind of ways to do it. The biggest thing I'm trying to push right now to you guys, please, 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 join the email list. Join the email list. Be on the lookout for all the different promo videos. For if you want to start your own tax business, check it out. Look at the video and everything. I got a video streaming live. I know I have the live feeds on Mr. Short Dollar, my finance YouTube page where we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and real estate investing. But just keep following us and keep supporting us, and I really appreciate them. I'm always going to be trying to give you guys good information, good content, because I really appreciate you guys, and I love helping everybody. But that's our show for tonight. I appreciate all the love and support you guys gave us. If you missed anything, you're checking us out later, make sure you inbox me with any questions or concerns you may have. Thanks again for the support. Also, if you are a small business owner, again, check us out at WDA Investments. Check us out on the web at WDA-invest.com. I have all the different loan products from the small business loan, the new COVID-19 loans, which is really going to be, it's just like the EIDL loan. It's only going to be available for the next couple of weeks. And I mean, I think you just have minimum qualification, 680 score, but I think you have to make it annually $100,000 for a small business. Just inbox me or reach out to me for the details. But we had the small business loan, the COVID-19 loans, split funding loans, I forgot the split funding and factoring loans available. any kind of finance you may need for a small business, I got that available for you. Probably next couple weeks, your boy be offering insurance products to you guys and stuff. So, the beat don't stop. I'm always there to help everybody. Mr. Short Dollar, Deonte Burden, we're always there to, help you guys continue to grow and also, help us continue to grow as well. Appreciate you guys tuning in this week. Take care of yourself. Be safe. And I'll see you guys next week. Love you guys.